I'm skipping 4 different episodes. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just go with the story. So you got Afro, and he's an adult now, and this probably happens before a flashback to him being a child. But he's an adult, and he's just standing there alone, and he's always smoking like a cigar, and he's got this big ass afro. He doesn't wear like anything elaborate. He's got sandals on, like the old school wooden sandals on, and he's got a sword, and that's it. And he's being challenged by 25 dudes, and they got rifles. They're holding up rifles saying, yo, give us a number 2 headband. By the way, Afro Samurai starts out the series as an adult with a number 2 headband. And they're like, yo, give us that number 2 headband. You can walk away alive. And he doesn't say shit. He doesn't say a fucking thing. He just stands there. And you hear this dude be like, listen, we're going to try to reason with you. It's not worth your life. Give us a number 2 headband. We're going to give you one more chance. Give it to us. And he still doesn't say shit. And he goes, alright then, motherfucker, let's do this. They charge at him, and he's still just standing there. And I mean, this dude's charging at him from all angles. Guys with swords, guys with rifles. There's a dude way in the back that's got like a sniper rifle. And he takes a shot at Afro. And Afro's still just standing there. And he pulls his sword out, and the bullet's coming at him. And as the bullet's coming at him, he pulls his sword out. He hits the bullet. The bullet shatters into 50 different pieces, and starts to kill the guys that are charging at him. All of a sudden, there's only a few left, and he's fighting them, he's kicking them, he's hitting them. I gotta say, like, the one thing I can't act like is that there's this musical component that is super important.
Yeah.
But he's just rolling around, kicking, slicing dudes up. He's whooping their asses like they don't even stand a chance. And then all of a sudden, he catches up to that one dude that was talking shit to him. And he's like, what is this for anyway? Why you gotta live like this? Like, you just killed all my men. I didn't even know you was real. I thought you was a legend. Why you had to kill all my men for? Afro Samurai kills him too. During that whole thing, you got like a spy sitting in a tree, and he's watching this whole shit by a binocular, and he's just spying on him. He's not involved with the fight. He's just spying on him. I got crazy neighbors. I don't know what they're up to. I hope everything's cool. But anyway, so this dude, you end up learning later on that he's part of a group called the MT7. I'll explain more of that later. So Afro's walking down the road, and all of a sudden his friend named Ninja starts hanging out with him. Ninja is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, and he's just the coolest character. And he's like, yo, you just whooped all those dudes' asses. Like, you let them know who the fuck is boss. Ninja's constantly talking shit, either for Afro or against Afro. Because there's times in the series where he's like, yo, these dudes are about to fuck you up. Like, don't fight them. But anyway, he's like, yeah, man, my dude did it. Like, my dude was whooping their ass. And Ninja, he's celebrating. All of a sudden, they get attacked. So this dude from the MT7, he went and told his friends they hired an assassin to attack him. This dude, the only thing memorable about him is the fact that Ninja has this amazing line that made me decide I love this show. And it was, okay, so this dude, he's got a backpack, and he pulls a whole entire rocket launcher out of the backpack. And you hear Ninja say, is that a motherfucking RPG? This motherfucker just pulled out an RPG? He put a motherfucking RPG out of a motherfucking backpack? Made me fall in love. To the point where I used to say that shit playing Halo when I would pull out the big giant rocket launcher. I'd be like, motherfucking RPG out the motherfucking backpack. Fell in love with that line. Anyway, after that, so he's fighting this dude, and this dude's got an RPG and it's laser guided, and it's just disgusting. Like, a dude, and it's a fully automatic RPG, like not a real RPG. This thing is like shooting missiles out like pow, 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 pow. And Afro Samurai, he's just a dude with a sword dodging this shit. And the one dude locks in one giant rocket and fires it at Afro. Afro cuts the rocket in half. Swings up, cuts the rocket in half, and you just see the two halves kind of split off and blow up in their own directions. And it causes this giant avalanche. The guy, I don't remember if that guy dies or not. He might have. But the fight, you know, the fight is over now, and Afro's walking, and that episode ends with Ninja noticing that Afro's hurt. Like, he's got a cut from something cut him. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember if they reveal it, but that's how the episode ends. Episode 2 starts, and Afro Samurai is now a kid again. I don't know if I'm in the exact order, but he runs into this little girl named Otsuru, and she's kind of flirting with him. Now, they're kids. They're like, he's 7. She might be 7, and I think he's like, or no, he's like 6 or 7. She might be like 4 or 5, right? And so, like, they're young, they're cute little kids, kind of flirting with each other. They're with Gino, and Gino's walking around with them, and kind of teaching Afro the area that they're in. And I think they're trading something with the sword master. I believe they have some sort of product that they're supposed to sell to bring money back to the dojo. I don't remember what it was though. And some old lady comes out and she offers all these kids lemonade, and they think it's disgusting. Speaking of disgusting drinks, I can't. Truly, I'm enjoying talking about Afro Samurai. Truly talk. Anyway, so it turns out that Afro loves this lemonade, and we don't see Afro eat very much, but the one thing we find out for the rest of the series is that this dude loves lemonade. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, so the whole focal point on this episode is that ever since he was little, he had a relationship with this little girl named Otsuru. When I say a relationship, I don't mean like Facebook we're in a relationship. I mean like he had a friendship, a flirtiness, a love for this little girl named Otsuru. And they ended up, flash forward, now he's an adult, and he's laid out injured somewhere. And he's being healed, and he doesn't know who's healing him or why. And it's this, it's a full-grown woman, and she's beautiful. And she introduces herself as Okiku. She says, hey, you're obviously a master samurai. I found you passed out, you were hurt. Any other man would have died from that, but you survived. Like, good for you. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. I'm nursing you back to health. Like, once you have enough strength, you can move on. And she even gives him directions to where the number 1 might be, so that he can continue his journey. I believe she does offer him some lemonade, so it's starting to like cue up that like this might be Otsuru, but she's going by Okiku. She ends up showering in the springs, and I mean this is a very adult-oriented show. Not a whole lot of nudity, but it does appear occasionally. And in this episode, I think it's the most of it, and it's her. They show one scene where she's showering. It's not too graphic. It's very tasteful. It's very beautiful. And he just happens to be wandering, and he happens upon her because she's outside. She's showering in a spring, and he happens to see her, and they get kind of flirty, and he kind of gets shy and walks away. And Ninja appears out of nowhere and says, "Hey man, you better get with this chick, otherwise I'm gonna go after her." And eventually, they talk. Oh, one other thing about that flashback, and then I think there might be a second flashback where they're sitting at a festival, and Otsuru says to no, you know what? This is later on. Never mind it. I'll come back to it. When I come back to it, I'll wiggle my pen like this. Anyway, so Okiku, she's like, listen, there's this festival, there's gonna be fireworks, I'd like to invite you to it. You can have some more lemonade. She goes to they go to the fireworks together. She says, hey, I know you want to leave tonight, why don't you sleep over one more night, get comfortable, you can leave in the morning. He ends up deciding to stay. They start making out. Other things happen. I'm not really going to go into detail. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Use your perverted mind. That perverted mind you got, however big or however small it is, use that shit.